Homework 4, question 2. So the question is, the random variable capital X is a uniform in the interval of from -1 to 1. Find g of x such that if capital Y is equal to g of x, then fy of y is equal to e to the negative y times u of y. So because the question tells us that the fy of y is equal to e to the negative y times u of y, which is the step function. We now know that the capital Fy of y is going to equal to 1 minus e to the negative y times e to u to the y. And we can graph it as we can see from here. Left hand side was the graph of the Fy of y, and right hand side was the capital Y of x, f of x. So because now we know that the capital F of x is equal to 1 plus x over 2, and then capital Fy of y is equal to 1 minus e to the negative y. So when fx of x equals to capital Fy of y, 1 plus x is over 2 is going to equal to 1 minus e to the y. E to the negative y. So e to the negative y is equal to 1 minus 1 plus x over 2. And now, so we know that we are going to represent the y using x to represent y. So y is going to equal to a negative ln of 1 minus x over 2, which is the g of x. So as we know, when x smaller than -1, g of x is equal to 0. When x is greater than 1, the g of x is equal to infinity. And when x is between -1 and 1, the g of x is equal to negative ln of 1 minus x over 2. And also we can graph it as below. So as you can see, from when x is smaller than -1, the graph is equal to 0. And then when x is greater than 1, it goes to the g of x goes to infinity. And when g of x, when x is between -1 and 1, the g of x is equal to negative ln of 1 minus x over 2.